Oh god. I'm covered in... Oh, I'm drowning in plushies here. And like, what? Teddy balls? I got teddy balls. I've got a million Beanos. Balls everywhere. So I updated my map again with a lot of more dumb shit for people to enjoy if you like, of things Persona related or SMT. Things that aren't absolutely necessary to have in the world, but I added things just for the hell of it. So let me show you everything else that I've updated the map with so far. Give me a moment. I gotta get out of here. Hello. Oh, okay. So, let me explain the updates to the map because, I was just, like, throwing stuff on here and there, updating it, and then I'm like, oh, I would get new ideas, throw a few more things in, update it, and then update it. So, it's technically went through, like, 3 separate updates since, like, early February. It's funny because I wasn't gonna like add much. It's like I already had like stuff in it and like I wasn't gonna touch it for a while, but then my birthday ended up coming up and I was like, we should have a VR birthday party or something. And so Madge, one of my friends, Madge, ended up making a birthday cake, a Nahobino birthday cake, like a 3D one. I was like, okay, I'll take that and I'll put it in the Velvet Room map. And I'll combine it with like a prefab so that we can actually eat it and everything, like, and have like a little birthday party. So that's how it started. And then like after I fixed up the cake and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep the cake in the map and make it like as part of the map and not just a birthday thing. So I have that. I will show that. And then like I just gradually I got back into the mood of just updating, adding stuff to the map again, trying to optimize some things. And I was like, I'll add this thing. I'll add this feature again. You know, it got me in the mood to just keep adding more random shit that I would think of to the map. And I've come to a little bit of a stopping point, but there's always some new stuff that I could add later. So I'm going to keep updating this until I'm completely satisfied with it. And I'm like, you know what? It's good. I don't need to cram any more in the map because it'll get too big. So let me just show you all the different little things that I've added to the map. Okay, so I have the summon menu here. We're gonna cover the cake first. I have like so many different fucking side menus, but I added the cake in. Actually, no, it's not even in this menu. Let me close this one. I haven't put the cake in the main menu yet. I just have it as a toggle here. This bottle that's right here by the Jack Frost enables the cake that's right here. Let me pull that down. So I have this cake here. Let me show you how it works. It's a, I end up doing modifications from the last time I may have showed it on video. Because this was originally a cake that Magister made, and I did some modifications to it, like visually. I ended up adding, that's a real flame, by the way. Not virtually, but like, the GIF that I use for the candle flames is of a real candle flame. And I decided that would be a good addition to the candles on the cake to make it look a little bit more realistic. Also, you can grab the Beano. The Beano is grabbable. I was actually thinking of making, since this is more of a Persona, like the actual location is Persona 4, what I may do in the future is add an update where you can customize the cake, so it's not just SMT5 related. But I showed this on like when I was showing something around in VR for the first time. But the way this cake works, let me get in front of the camera here. Okay, let me show you how the cake works. This is actually a prefab that was on Booth, and I modified it and combined it with the cake that Madge made. So it's a cake that you can actually like kind of simulate eating. So let me see if I can sit down. There we go. Get close to the table here. Not clip through it. So I'm gonna take a plate here. You can actually grab the cake. Like so. It won't stay on the plate. I think there is a prefab where you can actually make it stay on the plate, but this one does not, so you'll have to like hold it. So you can use these forks to eat stuff off of it. So you just poke it like this, and then you put it towards your mouth and then hit the trigger. And then it will take pieces of the cake as well until you're completely done with it. And that's about it. The cake has like limited pieces. So how many can I grab here? There's this, you grab that one. And grab that one. I think it's got like 6 pieces in total. And then when you're done eating the cake... Oh yeah, there's more in here. There's more. It does run out. But no worries, because if it does run out, there is like a plate here that you can use. Of course, there's like a million things in the way at the moment. But there is a plate under here that you can hit to reset the cake. If I can... Oh, there it is. There we go. All better. All better. Oh, got some extra cake here. Okay, so we have cake. In the same area, something I added was ball pits, and that's under the hot tub menu. You may have seen one of those in the beginning of the video. Hopefully I don't forget everything when I'm like showing everything, because I'm sure there's like minor updates that I made to the map, so hopefully I don't forget those. But now when you go to the hot tub menu, there are ball pits. I have one that have balls with Teddy from Persona 4 on it, and of course a Nahobino ball pit, which was, you know, something that's been mentioned for a very long time. I was actually gonna wait to make an SMT 5 map to put the Nahobino ball pit in it, but it works in here too, because I've already got like SMT stuff in here. I will show the ball pits, and then I'll show something stupid that you can do with the ball pits as well. So we have the Teddy one over here. So yeah, you can throw these wherever you want. I don't have any collision on the ceiling of this map, by the way, because it caused issues, and that's why I don't have jumping. So if you throw these through the ceiling, which I'm gonna do now, I do have a respawn button, thankfully, so you can throw these wherever you want in the map. Everywhere. Just wherever you want. Teddy balls everywhere. When you're done making a mess, or you lose track of the balls, just hit the respawn button here. You'll have to get a little close to it. I need to increase the range of the buttons, because this one's a little too close here. Just hit the reset button and they come back. Same with the Nahobino ball pit as well. So we're gonna enable the Nahobino ball pit now. And there's that. A most requested feature. Now you may bathe in Nahobino plushes as much as your heart desires. Now you may yeet them across the map. I actually had, I had the one behind me, I've had in the map really early on. It didn't have any, like, physics on it, though, because this map doesn't have a ceiling, and I didn't have, like, a way to respawn it. But with this way, you can have, like, a bunch of them, and you could throw them wherever you want to. Just fucking yeet them into the sky if you want. And just like with the Teddy ball pit, when you're done with that, just hit the respawn button. Now there's something funny you can do with both ball pits if you enable them. Both of you respawn them, and both of you enable them at the same time. So I'm gonna actually enable both ball pits and see what happens. causes them to explode. And if you hit the respawn buttons on either, it'll cause more explosions. You can just keep hitting it and make them explode as many times as you want. Same with the Nahobinos. Oh, the Nahobinos, I guess because they have more space that they take up, it causes even more chaos. It's good stuff. Now, if you have both of them enabled and you want to actually properly clean them up, just disable one of them. Like the ball pit. Respawn the Nahobinos. Disable the Nahobinos. And then re-enable the teddy ball pit and then just like respawn the teddy balls. There you go. Now it's all fixed. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show is I added some additions on the NPCs. So I have toggleable NPCs in the map, which include like I have Igor, Margaret, Morgana, Marie, Elizabeth, Theodore, and Algami so far, which can be toggled on and off if you want to. But now I added some extra things here, like pickup, which they don't have on by default, so you don't have to worry about accidentally picking them up if you don't want to. And let me enable all these guys here. And then I'm going to enable pickup. And then if you have that enabled, there's a collider that's enabled. And you can actually pick them up and just put them wherever you want in the map. And do like all kinds of dumb shit if you want to with them. Whatever you want to do. You can even, you can even shove them out the window if you want to. There you go. Perfect. And then when you're done actually posing them, or doing whatever you want to do with the pickup, just disable it, and they'll actually stay. You won't have to worry. They'll stay in their position without a pickup collider there, so you don't like accidentally move them. Another feature that I added, which was just today, is Igor's nose. Just because. So you can actually grab, there's like a little collider right here that you can grab onto, and it allows you to stretch out Igor's nose. Just for the hell of it. Why? Just because. Why not? Now the only thing is that if you stretch out his nose, it doesn't fall back in place. So if you need to fix it, there's a reset button on the menu here, and it will go back to normal. Not quite as goblin-esque as it was. You can also make him look on goblin. Let's fix his nose here. Make him look more like a normal person. Well, not that normal. I mean, how normal can Igor look? Now he looks less like a goblin. And I may end up adding... I'll be adding more characters to the map later, but I have to be careful overdoing it because they do take up a lot of, like, space on the map. It will increase the map size, so I do have to be careful. Another thing that was added and filled out, I actually decided to host friend avatars on the map. So there's a ton of, like, there's Persona and SMT avatars now made by Johnny Monkey and Magister, and I have a few of my own now, but there's a huge menu here. There's a few notes as well. Let me enable the side mirror. I also added, actually here, let me close this real quick. Just real quick, I actually added optimized mirrors. And it's right by the menu, so if you pop up the avatars, you can enable it, the optimized version of it, and so it won't take performance while you're on the map if you're trying on avatars. So I'm gonna keep this one on, and then I'll show some of the avatars off real quick. I have a lot of my own, and I've already shown them either via YouTube or wherever else. A ton of Johnny's, like Johnny and Madge's avatars are available. A lot of these avatars have a lot of options on them too. Most of them have Gogo Loco. I think between mine, Madge, and Johnny has Johnny's avatars. I think they all usually have Gogo Loco, so it's good for like many different positions while hanging out in VR chat. Like this one has different outfit options. There you go. Shadow eyes, hairstyle, sunglasses, cuffs even. I think the cuffs are on the side somewhere. There's Dormarth from Soul Hackers. Soul Hackers 2, actually. So she's like a dog demon lady. She's actually been in the series before, but they finally gave her like an updated model in Soul Hackers 2. This one has like a ton of different options as well. It's got like size stuff, hide collar, different expressions, and Gogo Loco, of course. So lots of fun stuff on this one. This is Pixie. Pixie's been in the series since like the very first game, SMT1. Showed up in Persona. Very well known in Nocturne as a sort of like a partner companion to the Demi Fiend. She's got models in like Persona 4, Persona 5. I think this is either the Persona 5 or there's like a model in Persona 5 and SMT5, and I don't remember what this one is. I think this one actually, oh yeah, this one has a Soul Hackers 2 palette. So this actually changes her color palette to the Soul Hackers 2 one. It probably looks a little weird in this map. And then there's, this is either Persona 5 or SMT5's texture. You can stop the wings from flapping. You can hide the wings. You can allow her to float. Oh, there we go. So she can, you can make her float so that she can like just fly around. She also has flight as well, but it won't work in this map because I don't have jump enabled. There's Nua from Shin Megami Tensei 5. We're gonna cloth is. There's Nua from Shin Megami Tensei 5. Very good cloth physics on this one. And then you can also toggle off various clothing pieces. And she also has Gogo Loco on her. Yakumo, who's also from Shin Megami Tensei 5. He has, I believe he has contact. Let me see. Does he have contact for the sword? I think there was like a way to grab the sword. Let me see here. Toggles. Sword in hand. I think there's a way to actually grab the sword with contacts, but you can also just toggle the sword. Like this. Also the gun. Let's see, hide sword and hilt, so you can hide various things. Switch to cloak. And that has cloth physics. Hide the cloak, and then you can take off his hat, which, yes, he actually has hair. Then we have Madge's avatars. With a lot of the avatars that I have here, a lot of them are still like work in process. There's always things that can be added to the avatars or fixed. Let me get down here. These, I will advise some of these avatars are going to be pretty big to spawn into the Velvet Room map because my map has kind of a low ceiling. So some of the avatars, some of the demon avatars, especially the ones from Shin Megami Tensei 5, are probably going to be a bit tall to check out on the map. So you may have to like grab them and then go to another map. So you're not having to like crouch down to look at stuff here. We have Bale from Shin Megami Tensei 5, who's appeared in like various other Megami Tensei games. This one has different toggles. You can see it while I'm crouching. There's one for the cloth. He's got a grail here. You can take off his helmet. Well, at least remove some things on the helmet, it looks like. And then to take off the horns. There we go. Take off the chest armor as well. Very nice. He also has Go-Go Loco on him. Then we have a pixie version of my favorite waifu in Persona 5, Miss Kawakami. Let's see what kind of toggles. I don't know if she has flying. She might. Yeah, there's flying. Some of the Go-Go Loco options have flying, so you might want to check that if you look at these avatars. This one definitely has flying. So you can remove the wings. You can make the wings flap on this one. Wow, she has various options on this one here. Looks like there's sunglasses. Igor. Oh god. Igor knows. Cat ears. With the bow, it looks like. Joker hat. Oh! Huh! Let me get up close here. Okay, that's more like it. Oh, that's cute. There's a little wren on top of her. Let's see. Head toggles? Oh, this is the mask that Futaba wears. Empress mask. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, very cool. I like this one. Let's see. Expressions. Okay, yeah. A lot of these, like, end up having, facial expressions as well. Very nice. Okay, I had to zoom the camera out for this one because this is a big avatar. Let me zoom it out a little bit more. Good old Mara. This one spawned in with some of the options enabled because I probably have messed around with it before, and VR chat sometimes saves stuff you do on certain avatars. So let me reset it here. No, he still loads in like that. That's weird. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Let's see. Can we disable... Let's see. Wheel? Okay, that seems to... We can enable Giramakala. I am not sure what's going on with, his neck. Let's see. Oh, okay, there. It's, it seems to be... There we go. Okay. We are normal Mara now. I say normal, but how normal is Mara? So yeah, there's a lot of different options. Long ramming mode and long and ramming seems to do some weird things. Giramakala is enabled riding on him. Misya Kuji. Oh, this thing here, the other dick-like demon that has appeared in SMT and Persona, I think. Let's see, wheel? I'm not sure what the wheel thing is. I think maybe the wheel allows him to move around. I'm not entirely sure. He also has Go-Go Loco as well, so a lot of different options on Mara. And here we have a Mimin from SMT5. Let's see what kind of options we have on this one. Let's see, neutral. Oh, okay. We got facial expressions. So neutral, angry, happy, and sad. It actually changes the heads too, because I imagine these are different heads. Because there's like different Mimin that you collect in the game. They're kind of like Koroks in a way. Let's see. Props. Nahobino wig. Oh, yeah. It's so good. He's got the Beano wig. Let's see. Maxwell? Oh, the cat. Maxwell the cat is in here. Amazing. Let's see if we can take a closer look. Oh, there he is. Maxwell the cat. Amazing. We have the swords that they wield. Got a sword, left sword. And then the little, I guess this is like a lamp thing that they have. And then one for the left. Or right, whichever one. And this also has, let's see, oh, this has different body types too. Let's see, body 4. Okay. Body 3. Body 2. And body 1. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you can like customize the Me-Man. I have Zeus. We have Zeus in here, but Zeus is like quite massive. So I won't be able to show him like too properly because he's pretty massive in this map. We got a nice Zeus here. There are also Magister made Zeuses that represent each half. So you have one that's like full dark and full light versions of Zeus as well. So you can check those out. Let's see what we got on this one. Shoulder pads. Okay, yeah, you can toggle these on and off. Lightning arm. So I guess you can turn off the lightning pulse in the arm. And then there's a version that has the Soul Hacker shader. Oh, that's really cool. So he looks more like, has more of a 2D look to him in a way. Very cool. We have Tsukiyomi from SMT5. Might be spoilers if you haven't played SMT5, so I won't mention who he is exactly. So he's got a weapon. He's got his scythe. Shoulder pads. And, I guess you can... Oh, yeah, you want to take a look at what he looks like without the face piece here? I was told, normally there's, like, nothing there. There's actually a hole because there's no need to actually fill that when you have the face piece covering it, but when you remove it, this was fixed for being able to remove the piece. So that's a pretty cool feature. And also the hair is really nice. You can grab it too. I probably should have mentioned that on some of the other avatars, but a lot of them will have fizz bones so that you can actually grab stuff on them and move them. The hair physics on this one is really nice. Nice and flowy. This is old school Susano. Let me get his regular color palette here. I won't, if you haven't played SMT5, then the color palette is spoilers on this one. We'll go to regular. OG Susanoo. There's so many different iterations of Susanoo in Megami Tensei. It's just fucking crazy because he's popular. He's a popular entity. This is the OG palette, and they actually made him a model, and I guess you could say like it's a pretty like modern version of the model for DX Liberation, which is it's a Shin Megami Tensei mobile game. It's actually pretty cool. I played a little bit of it. I need to get back to it. It's actually pretty fun, and there's like the great thing about it is they've made a ton of models for like really like OG versions of demons that appeared in like the older games, and some that haven't gotten like new models yet. So this is like one of them. OG Susanoo got a model. You can change his color palette to resemble a certain someone from SMT5. Wonder who that could be. He also has Go-Go Loco and is his sword as well, which is really cool. The 8-bladed sword. So we have a really nice port of Ringo from Soul Hackers 2. I really love the emission on the coat. And there's actually a few different costumes for Ringo that Madge ported that you can get in this map. So she has the glow effect that you can enable on the coat, which is really cool. Let's see, Doppelganger. This must be something from later on in the game. I actually haven't played Soul Hackers 2, so I'm aware of certain things in it though. And she has Go-Go Loco. So we have the Rido version, based on Rido from Devil Summoner. Rido Kuzunoha. Let's see, what options do we have here? We have the sword. And then Go-Go Loco. Then we have a swimsuit version of Ringo. And this one just has Go-Go Loco on it. So we have another demon here with an old school color palette. You may have seen how Nico model looks in like the later Personas and SMT5 and maybe even 3. This is like, there's a few palettes for the old Nico Mana, and of course, like they were like, there's different versions of Nico Mana. Like there's also the Werecat, and I think there's one other one. They just have different like palettes that they use. The OG Nico Mana was it's actually supposed to be white, but the model that I think this one is from DX Liberation, the mobile game, so it kind of has like a bluish tint to it. I think like in the SMT one, it's supposed to be like white, or it has a bit of a blue thing to it. You can grab her tail. She has a really long tail here. And she's got Go-Go Loco. Then we have Varna from Digital Devil Saga, which appears in one. There's 2 Digital Devil Saga games. And this is a form of the main character, but I don't want to spoil too much. It's very cool to see a port of this in VR chat, though. Let's see, does he have any extra stuff? Oh yeah, you can enable, he's got the arm blades, or the hand blades that he has. And he's also got Go-Go Loco as well. So very cool. So you may have seen some of the avatars I've done. I've only got like 4, 5. I would say 5. There's more stuff that I've done, but these are like ones that I made that are fine for public use. That are like, I mean, they're not the most optimized, but they're the ones I felt that were fine to actually upload. This is, I don't have, so I have a bunch of Nahobino avatars because I love them, and I have some that I made for personal use. I may end up putting one of the ones that have like audio link on them, because it would be that are like optimized for dance clubs, and they'll have too many extra features on them to put in the on the avatar menu. I may do that eventually. And that, like, the thing is I don't have like a normal Nahobino avatar on here because I like customizing him too much. So this one is a Yukata Nahobino, and I originally made this one for like a cherry blossom viewing map hop festival type of thing that I did like last year. So this one's got options like related to that. He also has shoulder buddies, so he's got like a Monozako and the a model of the Algami plush that I put together. He has a folding fan. He has a sword on this one. And let's see, is the comb working? I think the comb is broken on this one. And he also has Go-Go Loco. This one has, compared to some of the other avatars that I have for Nahobino, this one has face gestures tied to like the finger movement, so Compared to the other ones where it's actually just toggle on. Lately, I've preferred, if I make avatars, and especially in anyone else I know, lately we like using the toggle on expressions instead of the hand movement ones, because the hand movement ones are kind of annoying to try and use. I've shown Cleopatra before, but I can show her again. She's got some contact stuff here. Like slapping the boobs. The snake. If you try and get too close, it does hiss if you have your avatar volume up. It makes a slap noise. She's got toggleable on snakes. And the snakes are grabbable. And you can actually kind of move the snakes around. And then, you can toggle off her skirt, so. And she's got Go-Go Loco. Most of these avatars have Go-Go Loco on them. I have an Naogami avatar, but he's really basic. He's also a 2.0 one, so I do not have anything. There's nothing special on him. I do want to eventually get to making a proper Naogami avatar that has a bunch of cool stuff and maybe even toggleable like armor parts, because that would be fun to do. I have a video where I've shown off Johnny, so I probably don't need to really show this off that much, because this one has the whole smoking thing going on. So I have a whole video for that, so I don't really need to show much for that one. Yeah, because you can light you can light a cigarette with this one and then, like, you know, smoke it pretty much. And he's got a bunch of different toggles on him as well, which is in the video that I have. And then I have a 2.0 Amanazako. Johnny mentioned making like a, I don't know, he might make a proper one, or I might make a 3.0 one eventually. You can grab different stuff on her. Even though she's 2.0, you can still interact with things. She can fly as well. She's got the old school way of flying, which relies on jumping. You can't do that in this map because you have to actually jump in order to use the flight. Other than flying, she comes with a Nahobino plush, and that's pretty much it. So maybe someone will eventually make like a 3.0 version that has different things on it. Okay, that's pretty much it for avatars. The only other thing, I have some like minor updates to the map that I'll probably mention here. Other than so I added mirrors, like I mentioned, I actually added optimized mirrors here. So you have the regular ones, optimized ones. Oh, hi Ogami, I forgot you were sitting there. This has probably already been shown a lot, but this is like something I also updated way back. I made the Stubbins Nahobino plush and added in here. I may there's like more plushes that Atlas has announced and shown photos for, so I may make even more plushes. But there's a point where I'm gonna have to like make a separate map. I do intend to do that eventually. In the future. That's a future idea where I have a sort of like a map that's like a plush shop, and you can check out all the plushes like this that are based on like actual things that exist. I think the only thing, hopefully I didn't forget anything else, but oh god, that's a mess over there. Only other thing is just for performance reasons, with all of the vinyls and the VHSs, instead of them being on and grabbable by default and having them be like all non-static objects, because they're objects that have to be moved around, I made them static. I created a version that was static and then have that baked in. But if you actually want to grab them, you can hit the gold Jack Frost here, and then you can actually grab these and then throw them on. And then if you toggle this off, it doesn't affect the record that's playing over here. So you can actually just, you know, when you're done, you found the record that you want to play, you just toggle that off and you're good. And it should be good for performance. I think that's pretty much it. There's definitely going to be a lot more things that I add in the future when I have ideas come to me.